Hi, this is Jeff Mesnick. I'm here with the Channel Marketing Journal. We're here in Las Vegas with Nick and Ryan from Pax8. How you guys doing? Obviously, you guys are having a good time.
Yes, we are.
So, tell us a little bit. What are you hoping to gain by being here at the conference?
I'll take that one.
Yeah, you got it.
So we have over 6,000 MSPs who are signed up with us, and we are transacting Microsoft at an incredible rate. It is our hope by coming to this show that we can enable telco agents to also start selling Microsoft. Through a lot of feedback and talking to a lot of partners, it sounds like there are minimums, there are quotas, they can't sell it at SRP, and those are some of the reasons that's preventing them from moving into a new space. But I think with the convergence of the two markets and them coming together and everybody being able to sell everything, it's going to be important for them to protect their customers, protect their wallet share. Heard a lot of great speakers talking about customer churn. How do you keep those customers? How do you make them sticky? While focusing on one thing and establishing your niche is one way, but I think that leaves you ripe for some churn. If you are selling complete technology stack, so your UCaaS, your connectivity, your SD-WAN or networking products, and then bundle with that productivity tools like Microsoft, then you are at the core of that business and your customer, and you can't get taken out.
I think a speaker said something like, if you don't sell something, somebody else will, and if they do that, then they could actually expand their reach into a customer that you thought was yours and would stay with you, loyal to you. But if you're not,
the wolf in the hen house.
The wolf in the hen house.
So, I'm hearing a lot of great things about you guys. I mean, the market is abuzz about the work that Pax8 has done. So, what do you think is your secret sauce? Like,
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
He's going to jump in, I know, because this is what we do. But I mean, we're on a mission, and that mission started with believing in our core that traditional distribution was broken for the cloud and for a channel community, and so we wanted to go fix it. I mean, that is our mantra, that is our lock. Yep. And to do that, we really believe that we needed to focus on our partners and build technology in our whole program so that we could help them build a cloud practice. And that doesn't just happen by putting up a cloud marketplace, but there's a lot of people that do that.
Right.
It really is a combination of automation integrating into their business systems, but also what we call the cloud wingman experience, which is we're focused on making sure that we remove the friction from this process, because that's what our partners say they weren't getting from traditional distribution, they weren't getting from marketplaces. So we wanted to solve for that. And the way you solve for that is you guide, you help, you sit side by side to help them figure out how they grow their business practice in a way that's not about us, but it's about them. And if that happens, then we win too. So that is our whole lock and focus, and I think that the way that we build in the wingman experience with this technology and great products, that's why we're different.
Yeah, I mean, the two key ingredients are the technology and the experience that we're providing, and I'll just give one quick example of it. There is tons of collateral, tons of resources that come from all the different vendors. Microsoft is one that we're really in tune, lockstep with, and they change their incentives, their rebates, their programs every 6 months, and they are looking to get lifestyle partners out of the business, those who sold one time, who are not engaged and not working with their customers, and that's why they make those changes. So we want to make sure our partners who are engaged, who are driving the business, are aware of all the changes that are constantly happening and are up to date on the tons of incentives and rebates that Microsoft makes available. I heard a number of $1 billion in MDF. How are you getting your fair share of that marketing development funds? And that's just one of the ways we have a wingman who will step in and help guide you through that process.
I want to add one thing too, because I'm hearing this thing come up a lot, which is the buyer journey,
right? The
cloud buyer journey. And in an environment like this, where a lot of that is about the selling, quoting and the selling, track whether the order was submitted or not. Our view is different about that, because the way we define it is, you've got to introduce a product to a partner's customer. You have to help them quote and order. But then where we kick in and where our differences are is what's next? Well, you turn it on. We enable the turning on of those products, the delivery of them through this marketplace, through APIs. You don't know what that is. It's just you automatically turn on these products because you're connected in with the vendor. That's very different than saying, I got the lead, I'm going to flip it to you.
Right.
That vendor bills and supports. That's not our model. Our model is, well, the customer really wants, they don't want the complexity of multiple portals. They don't want the complexity of multiple bills. So respect the journey, if you will, and say, okay, how are you helping me deliver it? Turn it on, aggregate the bill,
Yep.
and then integrate into my own business systems and then support me. So that's where that's a big part of the secret sauce when you peel the onion back. It might sound the same up here, we're trying to help somebody grow their cloud practice, but how? That's where we want people asking, well, what do you do? It's different than what they do.
Right.
And that's where we're passionate about that.
So when companies say, we're going to make it easier to do business with us, you're really walking that walk as opposed to just talking it.
Well, the thing we ask, where you start to see our differences, we're qualifying very early. It's like, do you bill? Do you support? Do you automatically turn it on? Because you're not thinking about that. You think, well, wait a minute. And Nick was up on stage and said, the average number of cloud products that a customer has, Gartner covered this, was 4.6, right?
Right.
But there's many that have more than that, 6 to 16. Well, if you have 16 different cloud products, you're not going to want to say, all right, well, just go to 16 different places where there's 16 different bills.
Right.
I don't want that.
Right.
I got one customer who's using all those products. What's the bill? What does it cost? I want to turn it on. And I want to add a few more seats. You need to control that. If you don't control that, that customer may go somewhere else with somebody who will.
Right. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate the time, guys. So I have my last question. And you got a choice of one of three things to do for me here. One, you could tell me about one of your craziest business travel experiences, maybe your favorite city, or you could do a little dance.
I'll go first so I can get out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing.
My favorite city is Paris. And so I get to travel 70 times a year. But what is striking to me is all the history that is there, seeing all the beautiful architecture there. You can tell that they do architecture not just for utilitarian use or how can I do this the cheapest. Everything there is very ornate and beautiful. So
pretty good.
Yeah, drop it.
That is good.
I need concrete.
You need some concrete, okay?
Move.
Yep, here we go.
Vintage
so this is the Pax8 vintage
Check this
energy.
out. You ready?
Yep, we're ready. There we go. Nice.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate the time. Nick, you want to come back in for a second?
Yeah, you don't want to look at this anymore.
All right. So these are the two from Pax8, the twins, and we'll look forward to talking with you guys again.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.